Your point is, you need a wardrobe change. You should have asked Elward for one of her rad leather jackets. You could really make one of those work. Geez, this is kind of a crummy neighborhood. And there you go again, making snap judgments. Get a little alien culture into you, and suddenly you're an expert. Looks like you found the Alternian nightlife. Well, technically all life here is nightlife. If people are nocturnal here, shouldn't nightclubs be called day clubs? Maybe the lure of dancing and getting smashed with strangers is not enough to get people to brave the blistering sun. You thought you'd brave a stiff breeze for it. You aren't much of a partier. But recently, you are all about new experiences. You'll try anything once. A long line of people snakes along the side of a building. It doesn't appear to be moving. The club must not be open yet. You consider getting in the line, but there's so many people here. You really are more of a one-on-one friendship type. Go around the back instead to your old friend, the back alley and the dumpster. Distantly, you hear music. It comes on every few seconds and then drops off. Maybe a sound check. A musical sigh comes from up ahead. You turn a corner to find a girl standing alone outside a back entrance. A heavy door is propped open with a chunk of concrete, like someone had gouged it out of the street. The girl has on a sweater dress and leg warmers, a bronze sign splashed across her chest. You wonder if you should consider painting a sign onto your own clothes, just to make yourself seem more normal. Yeah, no. Probably no point. You'd also need to paint yourself gray and find a pair of fake horns. Who would do something like that? Sounds like a huge pain with absolutely no benefits. The girl hasn't noticed you yet. She is staring at her feet and sighing. Also, she's making weird little whoops and clicking noises or singing a few bars of wordless notes, starting low and then climbing up high. Wow, that sounds pretty good. The enclosed space between the alley walls makes it seem like it's coming from all directions. Maybe you should just leave. She looks busy. But then another troll sticks their head around the open door, shooting the girl an unkind look and kicking the cement block doorstop away. Oh heck, there's really only one reason you would prop open a door. Like the witness to a disastrous car accident. You stand there and watch as the girl notices the door closing and lets out a squeak, jumping for the handle. She misses it and smacks her knee against the metal frame. Ouch, damn it. She has a soft, musical voice, even when she's swearing. You ask if she's okay. She stops rubbing at her knee and looks up at you. You're quite a bit taller than her, but she looks older than some of the other trolls you've hung out with. No worries, well, at least not about my leg. If you want something to worry about, I'm sure... I can't do this. I can't do that, sorry. I'm sure I can come up with some ideas without much trouble. You assure, unless you've had plenty to worry about recently, though you appreciate the offer. She gives a fruitless tug on the back door. She knocks. Nobody comes. She knocks again. Still nothing. You tell her that someone kicked her doorstop out of the way. She looks disappointed but not surprised. Oh well. I'll just have to go back around to the front. Could be worse. Would you care to join me? Oh my god, you thought she'd never ask. This is working out perfectly. You are so glad she got locked out back here with you and the rest of the garbage. I'm Chixie Roixmr. So I'm sure you already knew that. I don't think you're an idiot or anything. You know, meet and greets are usually after the show. But you seem nice. You aren't sure how she figures that, since all you've done is stand around. It's true, though. So you don't protest. You are nice. Super nice. You might be the nicest son of a bitch on this whole dang planet. You ask her if she's performing here tonight. Of course. Why else would I be warming up in a dirty back alley? You tell her you've seen people do far weirder things. She laughs. You aren't wrong. People around here will do anything for attention nowadays. For instance, you are walking around in an ablution robe. You cough delicately. True. Very true. She's got you there. You come inside with me. I can give you an autograph. I don't have anything to write with back here. Chixie seems to think that you're a fan who managed to get past security to accost her in person. She doesn't seem too upset, though. More like delighted. You think back many friends ago to when Sarava told you it was dangerous for lowbloods to get popular. You wonder if Chixie trusts you because she thinks you are also a lowblood. Or maybe she's just not that popular. You follow her back to the front of the club, past the line of trolls waiting to get inside. A guy whistles at her, and she gives him a flirty little wave along with a flat smile. A customer service smile. She shows the bouncer something on her palm husk, and he lifts up the velvet robe. They're with me. They're my +1. Wow, you've never been anybody's +1 before. A bunch of people in the line look annoyed, but Chixie ignores them. You follow her, tripping a little on the hem of your robe. Be careful, huh? You don't want to twist an ankle. Chixie speaks with a lilt, like a character in a musical getting ready to burst into song. You hope you aren't supposed to participate if she does. You're a little too busted for impromptu dance numbers. And you're also liable to flash someone in this robe. You hear music and chatter from down the hall, but Chixie pulls you in another direction, toward the dressing room. You pass several closed doors, stopping in front of the one that seems to be in the process of being cleared out. A bunch of shit is spilling out into the hall, clothes trailing out of suitcases. A microphone cord seems to be slithering slowly among the detritus. Charming. I can't do anything without someone messing me around. Locking me out, and now this. Who did this? I'm seriously out for blood tonight. Looks like someone commandeered her dressing room while she was out, as well as tossed all her shit out into the hall. I have to deal with this. I'll be right back. You can borrow some clothes if you want. In fact, I insist. She leaves you in the cramped little room. It's dark in the hall, but everywhere in Alternia is kept darker than is comfortable for you. You're getting used to it, though. You imagine humans used to have to deal with this all the time back before electricity, provided they didn't die immediately of, like, dysentery. You flick on the outline of white bulbs around the mirror. Oh, wow. Even in the soft, flattering light, you look like an A-grade free-range disaster. Agora's expensive rainbow drinker serum is rubbed off, and now you're mostly just dusty. You wade through a couple of Chixie's suitcases, but everything here is too small for you. There's a couple sweater dresses and a hoodie that might fit, but without a pair of pants, that's gonna get real scandalous real fast. The only thing you find that works in the whole damn dressing room is a floaty purple dress hanging on the back of the door. Definitely not your style. You never would wear anything like this at home. But fuck it, roll with the punches, right? And not just in violence ways, fashion ways. You give a little experimental twirl in front of the mirror. You aren't going to break any hearts, but you'll do. You actually kind of dig it. You're busy admiring yourself when Chixie comes back. She sniffles sharply, and there are tear tracks on her face, but she isn't crying anymore. In fact, she looks mad as hell. Oh damn, is she mad at you? Did you manage to fuck something up without even being there? You've got mad fuck-up skills. I got bumped. They kicked me off the lineup. I was supposed to be opening, but some new band came in and they have a purple blood drummer, so the club owner let them take my place. Of course. Of course. This is how it always goes. God, she looks so sad. Time to break out your finely tuned comforting muscles. Before you can get those guns out, someone oozes up to the two of you. Someone you recognize.
Oh, incredible. Miss Roixmr. What are the odds? It must be fate.
Well, you chirped that you were coming to the show, so I guess the odds were pretty good. Zebra doesn't let this dim his sparkle. He isn't the type of guy to let facts get in his way. He hasn't even noticed you. He's too busy kissing the back of Chixie's hand.
Looking good, baby.
I'm kind of a mess. I've been crying.
Well, crying looks good on you.
Zebra finally glances your way and does an extremely exaggerated double take.
Wow, damn, I didn't even recognize you. You clean up really nice, you know?
You haven't cleaned up at all, really. You haven't bathed since Tagora's fancy ablution trap. All you've done is put on a slinky dress. It's not like you aren't happy to see Zebra. You are. He's one of your many success stories. He's just, you know, the kind of friend you want to think back on fondly from time to time, remembering all the good times. Yeah, not necessarily the kind you want to hang out with, or hang all over you, like he is right now. Chixie looks at his arm around your shoulder and seems momentarily annoyed. Then her expression skips a couple tracks and hits back on neutral. So you've met? Where? Online? In a forum? Can I join?
Not in a forum. Unless you're talking about the forum of life.
He winks.
Fate just keeps bringing us together, doesn't it? Just like you and me, Chixie baby.
Chixie laughs. Now that she's gotten over her surprise, her entire demeanor has changed. Her body language is relaxed, and she keeps biting her lip. She looks like an actor demonstrating bashful on command. Zebra's eating it up. It was really nice of you to post about my EP on your blog. I got a lot of listens from that.
Babe, have I ever told you I think you're so strong? Seriously, low blood girls are so strong.
Chixie laughs again. It sounds painful. Maybe once or twice.
I love your new stuff. That one song, Poisonous Moon or whatever?
Bloody Sun.
Right, yeah, exactly. Real good stuff, sweetheart. I can't wait to hear more tonight.
Oh, right. He doesn't know Chixie got bumped. Chixie meets your eyes. He seems to be trying to communicate something entirely using her eyebrows. You follow Chixie's lead and don't say anything. Zebra will find out pretty soon anyway, when the show starts and Chixie doesn't get on stage. He takes off, saying he's gonna go get a spot in the pit. There's no pit here. Her earnest, polite look drops as soon as Zebra's out of sight. She's letting you see all the bits of herself that she has to hide from other people. You wonder if it's because you don't matter that much, or because she can sense your trustworthy nature. You're a natural optimist when it comes to friendship, so you decide to believe the latter. Come on, I want to get a good look at the jerks who stole my stage from me, so I can talk about them on my vent chitter. You can follow it if you want, only like 4 people do. It's not like anybody cares about my problems anyway. You risk an encouraging pat between her shoulder blades. She sniffs and wipes her nose. At least I have you, my one non-creepy fan. At least I think you aren't creepy. I guess I don't know you that well. You assure her that you aren't creepy. At least not as creepy as that guy. Chixie starts to respond, but then breaks off. Her voice sticks in her throat like she swallowed a bug. Oh wait, they actually eat bugs here. Like she swallowed a live bug. Actually, they might eat live bugs. Well, fuck. Simile cancelled. Anyway, Chixie stops talking, and you realize it's because she's listening instead. The first band is on, and going from Chixie's expression, this must be the band that scooped her. I can't believe it! I can't! Takes off. You aren't sure if you're supposed to follow, but she swoops back in and grabs your hand to drag you along behind her. You go past the club entrance and up a staircase, emerging in a tiny backstage area. Chixie stops just outside the stage lights. The band on stage is 4 trolls, mixed past, judging from their clothes. Although you suppose they don't have to wear clothes the color of their blood, the most trolls seem to. Law or tradition. Both are dangerous to break. That's my song! They didn't just steal my set, they stole my set list! Her cheeks flush a ruddy brown and she shakes with rage. She begins singing along with them. Twist and pull, breathe the terror of life on hell. Spines and gore, forevermore, on this nightmare island spell. Paris above, light below. I'm knocking on your hive's front door. Love me, please, I abhor. There's a kind of twangy country feel to it, except it's about murder. Or maybe love? You can't tell. It just doesn't really fit the band on stage's vibe. It doesn't really fit Chixie's either. But then again, you haven't seen her perform. Maybe she's really different when she gets in a spotlight. She's crying now, tears streaming down her face as she sings. It's all over. Nobody's gonna believe I wrote this music. Some little dirt blood country girl? You remember what Sarava told you about High Blood stealing their music and acting like they wrote it? God, that's so unfair. You should do something. Yeah. Chixie clenches her fists. Yeah! She reaches into a snarled mess of equipment and comes back with a microphone that only looks a little bit squirmy. Then she walks over to a costume rack and pulls down a mask. It's plain white like the Phantom of the Opera's mask, jarringly stark against the gaudy, organic styles of most everything else on Alternia. She waits for a dip in the volume in the song, and she gets one right after the bridge. Then she switches on the microphone and takes a huge breath. Shut the fuck up! The shout reverberates around the club. The sound of the crowd dips, then falls off almost entirely. The band staggers to a slow, rattling stop. Nobody seems to know what's going on. Oh hell, this isn't what you meant. You meant like egg their tour bus or trash them online. Chixie steps into the light and a murmur goes up through the crowd. The band singer lowers her microphone. She is in a short blue dress with long, vicious claws painted red. You aren't up on all the trends, but you're pretty sure that red is edgy. Chixie covers her microphone and says something to the band. The cerulean stares at her for a few seconds before letting out a cascading spray of laughter. Sure, honey, okay. Condescending and sweet, like Chixie is a toddler who happened to wander on stage. He points finger guns at the guy on the soundboard. Razor, give the lady a beat. Oh god, you know what this is. You see Chixie's face framed by the lights, focused and intent, all simper and gone. You like that? I wrote it. You hit that? I own it. Coming in hot, trying to steal my spot? Oh lord, is that a limerick? Just grab my bulge and deep throat it. A dirty limerick. Holy shit, she's really doing this thing. A rap battle. Jesus. The cerulean girl spits some stuff back. It's kind of basic, just general insults about Chixie's blood color and her lyrics being stale. Considering she stole Chixie's song, that doesn't really fly. The crowd doesn't know that though, they're eating it up. They probably think it's all part of the show. Some fiery little lowblood coming on stage to shake things up. Paint your claws red, paint your your mouth brown, acting like you know what it's like down here on the ground. The crowd whoops. This might be a high blood owned club, but there's definitely a lot of low bloods in the crowd. But it's imitation. I got no expectation. This is your final station. You aren't gonna hit higher than this collaboration. You aren't like a rap expert or anything, but you can definitely tell that Chixie isn't either. She gets breathless toward the ends of lines and hits some words strangely, but the crowd is really feeling her. Definitely more than they're feeling the cerulean. Chixie's voice picks up speed and power as she gains confidence, drawing energy off the crowd. You realize you're leaning forward too, making sure you catch every word. She goes through a whole list of the band's shortcomings, including their fashion sense, their talent level, and their interpersonal clusterfuck. They are apparently a pretty well-known group online. She throws in some stuff about them stealing her music, and the crowd oohs like this is a middle school cafeteria. So kill me, call the drones. It won't change a bit of what they all know. When you're a thief, what do you expect? I beat you all square. Hey, show some respect. Chixie drops the mic. The room erupts. Holy shit, that was awesome. She just came up with all of that on the fly. The cerulean looks furious, and another troll runs onto the stage to try to get the crowd under control. They're all chanting, "Mask! Mask! Mask!" Chixie runs back off stage, chucking both the mask and the microphone back where she found them. She grabs you, and you run all the way back out to the alley where you met, letting the door close behind you. Guess you're done with that club. Chixie's eyes are round and shell-shocked. I just did that. Yeah, she really did. I just told a bunch of high bloods to eat my bulge. You don't know what a bulge is, but yep. Fuck, they liked me, didn't they? They were cheering for me. You say, yeah, you're pretty sure they were. Holy shit, I'm gonna be called. Did you hear all that stuff I said? You can't just say stuff like that. You remind her that she was wearing a mask when she did it. Oh, right. Nobody will know who I am. I'm safe. Oh, but that means nobody will know it was me. You weren't quite following. I'm not gonna get any credit at all. God, why does everything in my life have to be so metaphorically resonant? Oh, girl, you feel that. You def know what that's like. Hey, that was pretty dope. Both of you jump about a foot in the air. A low blood in a hoodie and a pair of sunglasses slouches against the brick beside the back door. Either you are seriously impaired today, or he is seriously good at sneaking. Got any stuff online, he asks Chixie. She gapes at him. But I was wearing a mask. How did you know? Well, you're standing right outside the door, and you're wearing the same clothes you did on stage, so... Oh, right. Clever of you. Don't worry about it. Plausible deniability, right? Catch you later. He slinks off, one hand raised in a casual, cool guy farewell. See? You tell Chixie? Some people will figure out who you are. Possibly just randos outside of clubs, but still, she can do this. She can make her dreams come true. You're totally right. I so can. I guess all hope isn't lost. At least not until another insurmountable obstacle comes along. Thanks for, well, everything. I would never have gone out there if not for you. She hesitates for a few seconds, then goes in for a slightly damp hug. Sorry, stage lights and terror make me sweat. Oh.